Hello, hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Whew, it's cold out today. I just dropped off a package at the post office. This post office is always very busy. But it's got this wheel thing that you can drop your smaller packages in. You flip it down, you drop it in, flip it up. You don't have to wait in line like you do if you go inside, because there's always a line. But so welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Pam, the lipstick lady. And if you're not new, welcome back to you too. Oh, I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. We didn't celebrate ours till Saturday, but it was wonderful. It was really nice. And the weather cooperated. We were supposed to have severe weather that day and thunderstorms. And it was beautiful. The weather, the temperature was nice. We had it at our son's, and we were able to sit outside in their garage and lawn chairs, and he air fried the turkey instead of like deep frying it. It's like the deep fryer, but it's an air fryer. The food was all good. We had too much food. We all ate too much, but it was great. It was a wonderful family day that day. And boy, I slept good that night. Let's just say, 'cause I got up early that day. Well, early for me, and made the pies, because I was taking the pumpkin pies, but I didn't make them the night before like I had intended because of refrigerator space. I just didn't have space in the fridge, so I got up and made them and got everything ready, and then finished cooking the stuff I was taking. I finished cooking at their house, so but yeah, it was very nice. It was just it was a lot of preparing for the food and stuff, but for us girls, but it was nice. So then Friday, Dave and I wandered out. We don't go Black Friday shopping. I did it once when my boys were very little, and I took them once, and I went to like 2 stores, if I remember correctly. I went to the Walmart in Bay City, Michigan, and it was insane. And I went, and it was like when the stores would open like at 6 o'clock or something. And we were there at like 5 minutes after, and there was already people coming out. I don't know how they managed that. But anyway, so I went there, and I went to the mall. I think one of the kids needed shoes or something. And that was it for this mama. And I've never gone back since. But I'm doing a craft that is a Christmas gift. And so I wanted to get it started. So I went to Hobby Lobby on Friday. And Dave actually went with me. And it wasn't bad, actually. It was busy. We waited and went like lunchtime or whatever, and I thought maybe it'd be cleared out. It was actually busier than I thought it would be, but we went, and then we after we went there, we got back out of the city, and we stopped and went to our favorite Mexican restaurant and had lunch, and it was like a final hurrah before we start our carnivore, which we have officially started today. So, but I worked on my craft project this weekend, but I ran out of some of the supplies, so I need to run back to Hobby Lobby. I actually had bought what I thought I needed, and they didn't have as much of the one thing that I thought I needed a certain amount of. I don't want to say what it is, in case the person that I'm making it for watches this. I won't show it yet. I will show it after I know the gift has been opened. But anyway, the Hobby Lobby didn't have as much of one of the items as I thought I needed, so I went ahead with what they did have, and because I wasn't sure if I had enough, but I don't have enough. So I need to go back. And so today is the day I'm gonna venture back into Hobby Lobby. And it's rain. It's not raining. It's like a misty, sprinkly, gross, and it is a balmy 46 degrees, which is cold by Texas standards. You know, we went from running the air. I actually caved and kicked the heat on for a minute today. It was 68 in the house, which I know my people back in Michigan are like, what's wrong with 68? I know that was the one little house we had out in the country. I don't think we could have got it past 68 if we tried, because that was a cold little house. But we both miss that house a lot. And, you know, here 68, I'm like, okay, I am freezing. And it maybe because it's damp is part of the problem, but I kicked the heat on just for a minute and warmed it up to 71, and I kicked it right back off again. Because I was like, Dave said I'm weak. He said, you gotta kick the heat on, you're weak. So, but I think it was the dampness that made it bad. So, yeah, other than that, I'm going to go home, and I got some eBay stuff I need to get listed yet today. And, my office, never-ending mess in there. I need to try to rearrange that. It's like every time I go through and arrange it and think I got it looking pretty good, then I get a new supply of stuff in, and it's right back to being messy again. So, but I'd be curious to hear from y'all, like, how was your Thanksgiving? Did you go Christmas or Black Friday shopping, and did you find some good deals? We like I said, we didn't go. I've got a majority of my Christmas shopping done. I know I need one more thing, which I have an idea of what I'm getting that person, and for one of the grandkids, and then I gotta start wrapping and looking at what I have for all the other grandkids, because I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. I've been picking up things throughout the year as I've gone and setting them aside, and like each grandkid has their own bag, and I've been putting the stuff in there. So now I gotta go back there, because I honestly don't remember what all I bought for each kid. So I guess it'll be time to do that. But I'm hoping. I looked online. They say they didn't say they were out of stock of this particular item that I'm looking for, and some of the other ones that said out of stock. So I'm hoping that when I'm driving over here for they have, because I don't like going out when it's raining here. People drive nuts anyway here, and when the roads are wet, it's even worse. But being it's a Monday, it actually hasn't been too bad. I'm on one of the feeder roads, which if y'all aren't from Texas, we have our highway, and then we have what they call a feeder road that runs along, like there's a median, a grassy area between the highway and the feeder road, but we run the same direction and everything as the feeder road, as the highway. But like if you have to go to, for instance, like the mall is right here on my right hand side. To get into the mall, you can't get into the mall from the highway. You got to be on the feeder road or take the other side road. And which the mall don't look as bad today as it did when we went by. Well, no, I guess it is kind of busy. Not as bad. It was, every parking spot was full when Dave and I went past this Friday. But anyway, the feeder roads haven't been that bad, and they're a slower miles per hour, so I kind of prefer to take this over the highway, although sometimes you do have more braking because people are turning, which I am turning because I'm at the road I need, and I prefer to take the back way, like to Hobby Lobby. If there's a back way to get to some of these places, I generally prefer to take it. When I come out of Hobby Lobby, I have to take the main road back, because there's That's easier than trying to turn left out of Hobby Lobby on the side road to come back this way. But we did make it through. I think last time I was on here, we were keeping the little niños overnight, and we did make it through. Nobody threw up this time. That's a bonus. If you don't know what I'm referring to, go back to the video about the Dr. Pepper and the feral cat. You'll understand. But we made it through. Dave and I both still had our sanity. The kids didn't leave. Well, I don't know. I wasn't home when they left, but I heard they were scrapping and fighting when they were leaving. So I can't say there was no tears from the kids, because there may have been. But we did make it through. Then we had Black Friday. Then we had Thanksgiving. And then yesterday was just kind of like a recuperating day. And today's back in the swing of normalcy for the most part. So, but other than that, there has been nothing too awful new to report. I'll try to share a little bit of our Hobby Lobby when I go in here. I'll be here in just a few minutes, and I'll try to share what our Hobby Lobby is. Maybe you can compare it to yours. I'm sure y'all have a very busy Hobby Lobby. I haven't been in this. Actually, Friday was the first time I've actually in 2.5 years have not stepped foot into a Hobby Lobby. I'm quite proud of myself, because I love Hobby Lobby, but it's probably a good thing I didn't step in there. And if you are one of my faithful Red Aspen people, there are some Cyber Monday sales. I will put the link to my Red Aspen page in the description here. And there are some pretty good sales for Cyber Monday today. So I need to put on some fresh nails today. And so I'm gonna probably, I guess I'm not gonna turn down that way. I will try to video that, because sometimes I think people are, wow, the parking is way better today. Sometimes I think people are afraid to try the press-on nails, that maybe they're too hard, and there is a learning curve to it, I will admit that. But after you do it a little bit, it gets easier and easier as you go. So, well, I am here. I am going to run in, fingers crossed, that they have the stuff I need. I'll talk to you again real soon.
Can I get seasonal line 1, code 1? Seasonal line 1, code 1.
Well, y'all, I struck out. What a bummer. I got in there, got back to where I needed to go, and they are out of stock. So, I got a car's good lordy. I asked about if they had any more in the back. What you're hearing is the car telling me don't go. There's people. Okay. Now the other day I was backing out of a parking spot. Good Lord, why do you walk behind a car backing up? Stupid idiot. Backing out of the parking spot here the other day, and I couldn't see because there was a big vehicle next to me. So he's coming along, a honk of the horn. I'm like, well, you know, give a person a second. You know, it's like people inside Hobby Lobby are friendly. You get out in the parking lot and everybody's rude. So, which when they drive here, they're, in general, everybody's rude when they're driving. Well, I shouldn't say everybody. 75% of them, maybe 80, are rude. But yeah, so anyway, I struck out. She's going to check with the girl, I guess, that does the ordering for that department and have her ordered if it's not already ordered. And then, oh, good Lord, one of these parking lots that you can't just drive down and cut across. You gotta zigzag through to find the out. I feel like I'm a mouse hunting for some cheese. But anyway, she said they should have it in Friday afternoon, depending on when the truck gets here Friday. So she said call before you make the trip to see if they actually have it in stock. Oh, hallelujah, I was able to get out on the main road here. So yeah, so that's what I'll do, because I don't think we have another, I honestly don't know where there's another Hobby Lobby. We have multiples of different stores here, and unfortunately I don't believe we have another Hobby Lobby in town. I guess I'll look when I get home, but I don't think there's one. So if not, I'll just go back Friday or call Friday and hope that they have it in so I can get my project finished. So that is that. Well, I hope y'all are getting back in the swing of things. Kids are probably all back to school for you too. I know the boys went back to school this morning, and so they had a whole week off. Kids here, they get a lot of time off from school. I don't know how it works out. It's like, I swear they have like a week off each month. I don't know, but they had all last week off, and I almost think they had the Friday before off, maybe not, but I know they had all last week off, and then they are back now, and then they usually get like 2.5 or 3 weeks off for Christmas break. It's like, man, I should have been raised in Texas, because they do breaks here, and then usually there's a spring break, and it seemed like last year, like Easter, they were off for like a week, which back when I was a kid, Easter break was spring break. We didn't have, I remember correctly, we didn't have 2 separate ones, but whatever, it is what it is. So, well, I'm on my way back home now, empty-handed, unfortunately, so I'll go home and try to get some work done at the house and go from there. So thanks for tagging along, and I'll be talking to you again real soon on the next video. Bye, everyone.